Evening, everybody. So, more Escape from Tarkov news. But I want to start with a quote from a movie that was released in the mid-90s, 1995, called The Usual Suspects. And in that, Kevin Spacey played a role. I'm not going to give up anything. It's a brilliant movie. If you haven't seen it, not sure if it's on Netflix, HBO, Amazon, try and get it. But in the movie, a line is used. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he did not exist. Now, why is that applicable to Tarkov? Well, I want to reverse it and basically say Nikita is convincing the world that something exists. Today, Glorious E got his streamer item. And I'm glad for Glorious E. He's a good streamer, a fun guy, entertaining to watch. Mostly plays labs, so I don't watch him often. But deal credit. The man works hard at the game, and I'm happy for him. Then Nikita drops this. Gonna show you stuff. And it's essentially, watch the next episode of Tarkov TV live on June 9 at 9:30 a.m. or PDT, Pacific time, I think. 4:30 p.m. GMT, which is about 6:30 my time in the evening. The podcast will be focused on new content and features in the next Escape from Tarkov update. Drops will be enabled on the broadcasting channel. See you on Twitch TV/Battlestate Games. And the community is eating this up. Now it's created some more hype. Walker, at the moment, is the new emissary coordinator at Battlestate Games. Humbled to say a piece of me has been immortalized in the game I love so much. Love this game, love the community. Thank you, Nikita. That's basically 2 graffiti pieces that's been put into the concept art for the arena. Now, why am I not convinced on this podcast? He's creating hype for things that doesn't exist or is in development and months, if not years away. That's why I said the greatest trick Nikita ever did was convincing the world something exists that doesn't. Now, why am I so negative? Well, the 2nd of April, we had one of these devcasts where they actually showed some footage. We got to see the Lighthouse Trader, some concept arts of the Lighthouse area. We got concept art of the 3 new bosses that's supposed to be on Lighthouse. We got a video showing us how to call in an airdrop and the ability to call in various different types of airdrops. And everybody was super hyped for the April patch. This patch, all of this is getting released. And fuck, people were super excited. Now, we were going to get DLSS. So if you're playing at 1440 or higher with your 40 frames per second on a 3090, you actually had hopes of possibly getting a little bit of higher frames. The patch dropped. We got DLSS. It turned out to be a disaster. It broke scopes for 1 to 2 weeks until they patched it. We didn't get any Lighthouse expansion, Lighthouse Trader, any new bosses on Lighthouse, nothing of that. We're now we are 2 months on from when that was released. We still don't have the Lighthouse bosses. We still don't have the Lighthouse expansion. We still don't have the Lighthouse Trader. But there's hype around Arena. People are now talking, hey, Streets are going to be, and then Arena. We're going to see Streets soon. And we're testing. The initial testing phase is in autumn. So it's winter here, obviously Northern Hemisphere. So spring our time. So let's say mid-October. I, for one, do not believe we're going to see any of this shit in the next 12 months. Arena will not be ready for a year. Streets is not going to be ready for a year. It's approaching wipe time. Wipe happened mid last year. I think it was 26th of June. It was a Sunday and it wiped. And I think we're probably heading to a wipe. What we might see there is the Lighthouse expansion, the new bosses, and the trader. We're not seeing streets or arena anytime soon. But the thing is, even the likes of Pestily are playing other games at the moment. He's been playing CSGO today, Age of Empires, etc. His standard reply to every one of these tweets is Thursday. So the popularity is waning, and people say you can't use Twitch as a real metric. Well, that's the only metric that we have. They don't allow any sort of polling of the server populations or anything like World of Warships does. They don't have any way of graphing it, nothing. Only they know it. And don't tell me they can't see that the servers are half empty and dead. So essentially, hype needs to be created for the game. That's why we're seeing the new streamer items come in. The more they create hype, the more the streamers get excited. I'm getting a streamer item, and the streamer plays Escape from Tarkov. You know, it's like the video I did on the Dr. Disrespect streamer item. He doesn't play it a lot, but when he does, over 20,000 people are watching. It's an economic decision. Doc is busy with some big deals in the background with that game of his where you bought an NFT for $50, I think. And yeah, to get him engaged in Tarkov when the wipe happens again, probably a good thing for them, monetarily wise. And again, on the streamer items, I need to say I am disappointed that we're not seeing more female streamer items. I think there's a couple of people, and I will say it again, Gingy desperately deserves one. So I hope she gets one. There's a couple of other female streamers that also deserve it. But yeah, honestly, greatest trick Nikita ever pulled was convincing the world that something exists. We'll see what happens Thursday, folks. Have a fantastic evening further. Take care. Cheers.